Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to another Wake Up Wednesday. So as you can tell, I'm in a completely different location today. Now, I need to give a massive shout out to the beautiful, wonderful, amazing queen that is Nella Rose. I had a, good conversation with her the other day, not too long ago, and she basically was just like giving me some advice. Nella, let me just say one thing, okay, about this Nella, this beauty. It's like we just don't deserve her. Nella is one of the most kind-hearted, most loving, most just caring, most clean-hearted people I've ever met in my entire life. She is genuine and authentic in every way, shape and form of the word, and I love and appreciate her so much. She's literally my little sister. She's my adopted sister. Like, Nella, just in case you didn't know you were my adopted sister, I hope you know now that you're my adopted sister. But she's just such an incredible person with such a great heart. And yeah, I was talking to Nella and she was just giving me some advice and just some things to think about, and she was like, girl, you have a car, you need to start switching up the locations, doing some videos in your car, doing some videos in different places, because sometimes a location gets boring, and I was like, sis, I feel you and I hear you. So Nella, as you can tell, I'm taking your advice and I'm doing my Wake Up Wednesday in my car today. But yeah, we're back with another Wake Up Wednesday. Obviously, we just finished the series on Are You Done Yet? Are You Done Yet? It was ... asking you things that you should have really left in 2018. Okay, you should have left ages ago, time ago. You should have left it behind. But for all those people that don't seem to know how to let go of certain things, okay, that was me coming for you. I really have been enjoying going into series, so this is a brand new one which is all about confidence. Just in case you don't know, aside from being a content creator, so creating content for YouTube, Instagram, all of that good stuff, I am also a confidence coach. So I work with different people from different backgrounds, different age groups. I work with older women who are like moms with kids. I work with younger women who are like in their 20s. I work with people in their 30s. I work with young men. I work with all different types of clients who basically come to me because they realize that they have something in the inside of them that they really want to execute. They have something that they really, really want to do. But because of a lack of confidence, or because of fear, which obviously, aligns with a lack of confidence, all of that terrible stuff, they feel like they need someone to help them to move forward. My aim is just to basically remind people of the power that you already possess. That's why it aligns very, very perfectly with my power classes. Just in case you don't know, I run power classes every single month online. They're live webinars, where I bring people together to essentially just stay focused on what they've been called to do and to push people to reclaim power over certain areas of their life. They happen every single month, so make sure you're always like keeping an eye out on my Instagram page and my social media, because I'm always putting stuff out. And then every quarter, every few months, I basically put together physical in-person power classes. The next one is coming up in May. I'm not going to reveal too much just yet because we need to confirm the date for sure. And as soon as that's done, I'll come back to you guys and let you guys know. But all of it essentially is all about power, because that's what I truly do believe that confidence is aligned with. Confidence, or the lack of it, is either you feel like you're possessing power over certain areas of your life, or you're not. It's about whether or not you can walk with a level of boldness and with a level of assurance, knowing that you have power over certain areas of your life or not. That's what I truly do believe confidence is. Confidence is just being able to look at your life and looking at certain areas of your life and walking with freedom, walking freely, to know that, I do not have to live by the expectations of others. I do not have to be limited by not only others, but also my own maybe personal battles and my own personal fear. Confidence is saying I am going to do certain things irrespective of my circumstance and my situation. Confidence, yes, is a very, very big word, and we can unpick it in different ways. But the reason why I wanted to focus on confidence is because I do get so many questions about how do I become more confident? What can I do to increase my confidence? What can I do to become a more confident person? I know that I have certain dreams and visions and things that I want to do, but because of a lack of confidence, I'm not able to do it, blah, 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 blah. So here's just, some small little snippets to kind of give you a taste of the kind of stuff that we do in our coaching sessions. One of the things that I wanted to start off with today is confidence is speaking or owning your truth. Now, the reason why I say this is because every single client, right, while every single person that I work with is completely different, and every single session or sessions that I do with people is completely bespoke to fit that individual person, I do have one thing that I do for every single client. And that is the moment that you become my client and you decide that you are going to walk with me, that you're going to allow me to take your hand and to walk with you on your journey of confidence, which, by the way, confidence is a journey. It's not a short-term thing. It's not something that you can just wake up tomorrow and just be like, all of a sudden I'm the most confident person. It does not work like that. But on this journey of confidence and me working with you, I always start off with telling people, before we can go forward, we have to go back. And that means that you need to tell me your story. And that means ultimately, without me having to say it, overtly, it means you being able to own your truth. Every single one of us as individuals has a certain story. Every one of us comes from somewhere. Everyone has something that we've either experienced or been through that have allowed us to become the men or women that we are today. It's allowed us to become the people that you see today. The woman that you see today is as a result of a whole bunch of different things. Let me just be very honest. Let's start off with, coming from a very, not a well-off family. I don't come from a rich family or a family that has a stupid amount of money or whatever it is. No, coming from a family where we've had to struggle, coming from a family who, we've been on the verge of literally going to food banks to get food, coming from a family where things have been dysfunctional at certain points in time with my parents and all that kind of stuff. Not coming from the perfect story, but being able to look at my situation and look at my circumstance and say, do you know what? I'm not going to allow this situation and this circumstance or who I am in this moment, not necessarily who I am as an individual, but where I'm at in my environment to determine who I'm going to be in the future. I'm going to look at the things that I'm going through right now, and I'm going to ensure that I'm able to propel and excel and to elevate myself past the burdens and the pains and the things that I'm experiencing right now. However, that is only possible when you are able to do what is so important, to take the step to own your truth, to own who you are, to own your story, and to own your truth. Maybe for you, that is you as somebody who, has gone through some really horrible things in their life. Maybe they've been abused when they were young. Maybe you're the individual that, went through poverty and pain and hardship. Maybe you're the type of person who, had no one there to love them or to care for them or to really show them that love and affection that they deserve. Maybe that was you. Whatever it is, whatever circumstance, whatever situation, you have to come to a point where you own your story, where you own your truth, where you own your flaws. Now, there's a big difference between owning your flaws and remaining in them, or owning your flaws and allowing them to dictate who you become in the future. And you probably heard me talk about this in many of videos. I talk about it so damn much because I don't think people understand the importance of it. People live their life thinking, I'm just trying to, I'm not going to be this person forever. I'm going to be rich, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But guess what happens to those people? Those are the same people that they end up rich, but yet go on drugs because they're still miserable. Or they end up rich or end up being depressed because they're still miserable. Why? Because you did not deal with the things of your past. You did not deal with the black and the darkness that has been sitting on the inside of you for so many years, yet you thought, do you know what? The moment I buy that car, I'm going to be happy. The moment I buy that new dress, I'm going to be happy. The moment I get into that relationship, I'm going to be happy. The moment that I get all of the money in the world or get all the riches that I've been waiting for my whole life, that is when I'm going to be happy. Well, let me tell you something, my friend. Let me give you a real reality check. Let me give you the truth and the real of the real. It does not work like that. If you do not deal with your past hurt, you do not deal with your pain. There are too many people. I think I've been talking about it so much. Even in the previous series, I was talking about stop blaming others. That's it. You sit there for years and years of your life blaming other people, blaming that person, saying that this person did this person betrayed me, this person hurt me. That is why I am this way, or that is why I am going through this pain, or that is why I am the way that I am, and I'm reactive and I'm angry and I fight everybody and I have no friends and I isolate myself. That is why. Well, honey, let me tell you something, okay? As an adult, as a grown individual, you have to come to a point where you make a decision within yourself to say, do you know what? I am not going to allow these things to dictate who I am anymore, because I am a conscious, living human being who gets to decide who I want to be in the future, irrespective, despite the fact that I went through hardship, despite the fact that I went through pain, despite the fact that I went through some of the most horrific and terrifying and horrible things. Again, it does not mean that those things do not affect you. 100% they do. But now you need to go to a place where you own that. Learn to own that story. Learn to own that person that you used to be. Like I said before, and I'll say it one more time, it does not mean that you then settle in it and you wear it like a badge of honor and you say, yes, I am hurt, I am destructive, I am in pain, I am all of these things. No, I'm not saying do that, but I'm just saying take the time to really self-assess and to own your flaws. To say, do you know what? Yes, this did happen to me. Because there are too many people living in denial. You are living in denial of your reality. And you're thinking to yourself, why on earth do I keep going round and round in the same old circles? It's because you are living in denial. You are constantly in a state of denying your story. But you don't even understand that your story is one of the most powerful things you possess. You as a unique individual, as a unique, intricate human being, your story is one of the most powerful things that you possess. Your story, your unique individual story, sets you apart from every single person on this planet. There is nobody, yes, some people could empathize or sympathize with your story because they might have gone through something similar. But your story, as the only version of you that is existing on this planet with over, how many people now? There's over about 7 billion people on this planet. Out of every single one of them, your unique and individual story is different. It is unique, it is individual. So it should reflect, it should just show you how much power you possess. You possess power. You possess authority. You possess it. If only you realized, if only you looked within yourself, if only you realized that the reason why you're so frustrated, the reason why you're so depressed, the reason why you're going through so much pain, the reason why you're going through so much hardship, the reason why you are going through the toughest battle is because that is what gives you power. It is in overcoming those things that you are able to stand up 10 times stronger than you were before, because you were able to go through that. You were able to come out the other side of it. Yes, you might have got a little bit burnt. Yes, you might have gone through a bit of pain. Yes, you might even cry sometimes where it still hurts to this very day. But it is time for you to look at your story, not as something that you need to brush under the carpet, not as something that you need to dismiss and look at it as some kind of disease. You need to look at it as, you know what? This is a part of who I am. This is a part of what has led me up until this point. I've done it even when we did our power class last year in December. We had a section called Tell Your Story, where I blindfolded each and every individual that was in that room, and they stood up and they shared their story. Some people cried, some people laughed, some people, reacted in so many different ways. But if there's one thing that every single person learned, was that even as they were telling their story, there was so much power in it because they were imparting something to other people. They were inspiring the people in the room. They were leaving a piece of themselves with other people, and that is powerful. So let me tell you one more time, guys. Confidence is being able to tell your story. Confidence is being able to own your flaws. Confidence is being able to say, no, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Me, Nissy T, sitting here before you. Let me tell you something that some people seem to not understand. You see me on the other side of the screen and you think that I am this perfect individual that has her entire life put together. Let me tell you one thing. I am not perfect. Why do you think I need God so much? Why do you think I talk about God so much, and that I talk about Jesus being my best friend, Jesus being my best mate, Jesus being, my Lord and Savior so much? I talk about him so much because I realize that without him, I am nothing. Without him, I am powerless. I am not perfect. It is only in him that he makes everything that I go through so perfect. He makes everything that I experience, a reflection of his glory. That's the only reason that I cling on to, not the only reason, but that is the reason why I cling on to God so much, because I am not perfect, guys. I want you guys to understand that I am not perfect. I'm not. I don't always have it together. I don't always follow my plan. I don't always follow my routine. I don't always even listen or take my own advice. But that is why we're in this together. That is why we're working together on this, because we are constantly in a state of learning. But I've certainly learned certain things that have allowed me to walk with a certain level of confidence, at least 99% of the time. Maybe not all the time, but 99% of the time, I can say that I walk in power, I walk in confidence, and I walk in authority. But it took me time. It took me really, really working on myself. looking within myself and saying, do you know what? My story, where I've started, it might not necessarily be where I'm going to end up, but it certainly possesses power. Why? Because it allowed me to be the woman that I am today. That is confidence. Confidence is not ignoring all those things and pretending that that wasn't you, looking at it like that wasn't me. Now is who I am. No. Those things, they were necessary for your growth. They were necessary for you to stretch your character. They were necessary for you to develop and grow into the man or woman that you are today. You might not see the fullness of who you are just yet. You might not see it. But trust me, walk in it enough. Own your flaws, own your downfalls, own the things that you go through, and just see how much power you're going to possess. Just see how confident you become. That one was a beautiful one, guys. That one was a beautiful one. And I think something that someone else said to me as well the other day, not even said to me, but commented under one of my videos and said, you know, oh, it was when I lost my voice, and they just said, you know, sometimes it's not every day you need to shout. Sometimes something touches you more when you just speak. And, you know, sometimes you don't need to shout. I don't need to shout at you guys to get the point across, but sometimes I do. Some of y'all are hard-headed. Some of you guys, you just need a bit of in your head. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. You guys know I love and appreciate you guys always. And like I always say, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, listen, if I was you, I'd subscribe from now. I don't know what you're playing at. I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe, okay? I love and appreciate you guys always. Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends, your family, etc. And I'll see you guys again next week to continue the series on Confidence Is. Stay beautiful.